Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to do the spike stitch. You can use any yarn of your choosing, and I'll also be using a 3.5mm crochet hook. Now to make this pattern, you can start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 5 plus 1. In the case of this tutorial, I'll be starting with 16 chains. Now we're going to start by making a full row of single crochets. To do that, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to make our first single crochet. So insert your hook and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull it through the 2 loops that are on the hook. That's how you do a single crochet, and we're going to do single crochets going across the row. So continue doing single crochets until you're at the end. Now once at the end, chain 1 and turn your work. And in the first stitch of the row, we're going to do a single crochet. And we're actually going to be doing 5 rows of single crochets in total. So I've done 1, I'm about to do the seconds, and you should have 5 rows in total. So once you're at the end of the row, you can go ahead and chain 1, turn your work, and just continue doing single crochets until you're at the end of the row. Now I've completed my 5 rows of single crochets. You'll see it here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the last stitch of the row. Now in closing out the row, you can go ahead and continue with the color that you're using if you'd like. For the spike stitch though, I like to switch it to another color to make it more pronounced. So I'm going to take my white yarn and close out the single crochet with the white. Then I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Now with the white yarn, I'm going to make elongated single crochets. What that means is that I'll be doing 1 single crochet in each of the rows going down, and I'm going to do it in counts of 5, but let me show you how that's done. So in the first stitch of the row, I'm going to do a regular single crochet. But in the second stitch of the row, I'm going to do the single crochet from the second row. So from here, and the third single crochet I'm going to be doing from the third row. The fourth single crochet will be done from the fourth row. And the fifth single crochet will be done from the fifth row. Now once done, go ahead and repeat. So in the next stitch, we're going to start at the top for our first single crochet, and then the second will be done in the second row. Remember, we're doing these in groups of 5, so this is my second one. I'm going to do the third from the third row. So a single crochet from the third row, my fourth from the fourth row, and the fifth single crochet from the fifth row. And you'll see that it has that elongated look going across. So I'm just going to finish the final set here. So start at the top, then a single crochet in the second row, single crochet in the third, single crochet in the fourth, and if you've done your count correctly, then the last single crochet should fall at the edge here. So we're going to do our single crochet from the fifth row. Now chain one and turn your work. And then we're going to do 4 rows of single crochets. So it's going to be 5 rows in total, because the rows where we've done the elongated single crochet stitches will count as a row. So we're going to do 4 additional rows of single crochets so that we can start the next batch of this particular pattern. Now I've completed the 4 rows of single crochet, and I'm just going to close out the round in the last stitch. Here you can decide to change colors, or you can, in this case, I'm going to switch back to the original color that I was using, so the purple, and close out the single crochet stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Now here you'll notice that from the pattern below, the elongated single crochet starts with the stitch that happens in the 5th stitch, and we're pretty much going to do a replica of this row going across. So instead of starting my single crochet to the top of the stitch, I'm actually going to start at the bottom here. So I'm going to do a single crochet from that 5th row, and then I'm going to do a single crochet from the 4th row, and then a single crochet from the 3rd row, a single crochet from the 2nd row, and then a single crochet to the top of the stitch. And I'm pretty much going to repeat that going across the row. So 4th, 3rd, in the 2nd row, and then to the top of the stitch. And of course our last stitch will be done to the top of the stitch. And then we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and complete 4 rows of single crochets in the purple color. Now I've completed the 4 rows of regular single crochets, but we really have 5 rows in total if you count the row of elongated single crochets that we did in that first batch. So I'm going to close out the round again by switching colors. I'm going to switch back over to my white yarn, chain 1, and turn my work. Now in this row, you'll see that the stitch pattern prior, it would have started with the single crochet that goes to the top of the row. And if you'll notice, for this pattern, we'll pretty much follow whichever way the elongated single crochets are formed in the pattern prior to that. So in this case, it starts with the smallest single crochet, so that's what we're also going to start this row with. So we're almost reverting back to what we did in the first row, where we started at the top and the second single crochet would be formed from the 2nd row. The 3rd single crochet would be formed from the 3rd row, the 4th from the 4th, and the 5th from the 5th row. And we're going to do that going across the row. This is what the pattern looks like on a larger project. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!